I've always been able to tell when someone is a witch. It's not exactly how they look, though that's part of it. They don't look anything like the green crones and Halloween decorations. It's trendy now for young women to be in the new age, wear pentagrams, dress cloth. I'm not talking about that either. I mean a real witch. The kind that looks like a woman but isn't. Not anymore. The human soul in them is gone, or buried so deep it might as well be. I always pray that the person they used to be is long dead. I don't like to think about what it's like for them when it happens. There's usually only one in any small town. Sometimes they work in groups, 3 or 13, but it's easier to say you didn't work the record if it's just the one. They don't like competing against each other. Only so many young men to go around. Yes, it's always women. There are plenty of other things that look like men but aren't. And there's plenty of men who prey on other men. But witches fit a niche. They occupy a role that real women ought to. And while some might disagree, it's just easier for a woman or something resembling one to fill that role. That's how I learned to pick them out. When I see a woman that's just a little too special, just a little too precious, but with no innocence in her eyes, that's a pull you feel when you see one. And it isn't love. Maybe if you've never felt real love before, you'll mistake it for the genuine article. But it's a fraud. I don't feel love anymore. And I still feel that pull every time. Used to be I could beat them at their own game. Smile. Let myself be taken in. Pretend to be fooled. Go to their apartment. I'll take them to my hotel. Pretend to have a drink. Let them spring their trap before I spring mine. I'm too old to do that anymore. I have to be clever now. There are all kinds of quiet places where no one can hear what goes on. Woods at night. Basements sometimes. Abandoned, empty places, witches like those. Sometimes they go there alone. She'll cry. They always do. She'll use every trick to confuse you, make you feel every kind of emotion. Kill lost pity, I ever feel pretty much, but only when they make me. I always look in their eyes to make sure. I have never made a mistake. Then I wash my hands and the dirt off my boots and go to the next small town. My conscience is clean.
Sin without deceivers, a God with no believers. I could sail by on the winds of silence, and maybe they won't notice. But this time I think it'd be better if I swim.